supremacy. Now, just to give you a little tip, and I want to demonstrate a simple example how both of them are against blacks and all of them are for white supremacy. Now, just to give you a little taste, Roe versus Wade is a little example or opener into how white supremacy works from the Republican side and the Democratic side. Now, Republicans and Democrats in the government are all white. All white. Let's remember, Roe versus Wade was overturned by the Republicans, while the liberals, the far left, are in the administration of government. So basically, the Republicans pushed to end abortion. And this is not what my discussion is about today, but it was a sign because of white people are not reproducing. And that affects white Republicans and white Democrats. It affects the white population. And the Republicans overturning Roe versus Wade is a point of survival. And that's why the Democratic Party allow it to happen under their administration. President Biden is a Democrat. He's a liberal. It happened under their administration. Why? Because in front of the people, you're going to say, we're for abortion and women's rights, right? But in reality, they understand, well, if we keep on allowing white people to abort their children, white people will not have the numbers and will not have the powers in the United States, right? So the Republicans and Democrats are no different when it comes to survival for white race within the United States. They are no different. And black people, we need to have a plan where we are free from them. We need to have a plan where we are free from them. Nowhere in their plan is for the survival of blacks. Nowhere in their plan. The Republicans are not for reparation. They are not for a black agenda. They're not for making any legal or tangible change. And the Democrats, they are just the same way, except for they have a little bit more tokenism. They will have black politicians around them, which none of these black politicians are doing anything in the black community to make any social changes that are tangible. The Democratic Party is in office, has the presidency. They have not done anything to change legally related to police and police brutality. Rather yet, when we look at Obama, before he left office, he made a order which gave police more power. And during Obama's presidency, we were seeing police killing black folks. This is the Democratic Party. So just to sum it up real quick, like a chessboard, right? Or a board game, chess or checkers, whatever you want to use for example. In the board game, or this particular board game related to white supremacy, the Republicans pushed the agenda ahead, right? By their aggressive tactics. They pushed their agenda ahead. And the Democratic Party, with their passive way, like the sheep, like the wolf in sheep clothing, right? Amongst the minorities, amongst blacks, they spread the agenda. They spread it out, right? They spread white supremacy out. They set the traps for blacks to either support it or be victims of it. And at the same time, blacks think it's something good for them. So they spread white supremacy across. They spread it across like a board game. They would spread it across. They spread the line across. And the Republicans, when they get in administration, they push forward, right? So when the Republicans are pushing forward, right, their agenda for white supremacy, the Republicans and the Democrats are actually helping them by spreading it out, meaning that they go to the mass of the black voters. They give them the tokenism. They give them white supremacy in the form of a passive way, homosexuality, LGBTQI rights, right? Because this is, in reality, for blacks, this is population control, right? So they help spread the agenda of white supremacy. And the Republicans, when they get in office, they push the agenda for white supremacy ahead, right? They push it ahead, and the Democrats spread it out by blinding a lot of its black voters or the black population with tokenism and policies that do not benefit black people but strengthen white supremacy. Right? For example.